Hello everybody, my name is Waffle Toast, and welcome to my long-awaited review for the Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Class Autobot Chase. I have waited so long to make this review. This was a Christmas gift from one of my friends. That's how long I've waited to make this review. And boy, is this figure really, really good. Now, there are a few problems, but other than those small problems, it's really good. I am so happy we're finally getting updated Rescue Bots figures that are to scale with mainline figures. Now, before we start, I want to go over small things I'm not the biggest fan of. Number one, the most obvious thing. Autobot logo. I don't know why they did this. He's a Rescue Bot, not an Autobot. Now, Rescue Bots are a subclass of Autobot, but still, I don't know why they gave him an Autobot logo. Other than that, there is a severe lack of paint in the details, but when you take into consideration, most of his shoulders and these back wings are painted. So that's where most of the budget went, so I can't be too mad about that, and I can fix it later like it will. And before we start, I do want to say, after this review, I will be customizing this figure, so anytime you see it in the future, it will look different. But yeah. Oh, one last small thing. His hands are black instead of blue. Now, it's probably because they're on the same runner as the wheels. That's not a big issue, just a little nitpick. For accessories, he comes with his arm flashlights, which you can remove, but why would you? It's Chase. It's like a key feature of his character. So for other accessories, he comes with his claw that he uses in the show a few times, and also because it came with the Power Up and Energize toy when that originally came out. Now, you can remove the little dagger things and turn this into a weapon, but that's stupid because they don't use guns in the show. Except for that, like, foam launcher. And little fun fact, Chase actually has built-in tasers in his wrists. If you go back to Season 1 in the episode where Dr. Morocco takes over Trex, he actually threatens Trex with a taser at one point. And I think in that same episode, he is fighting with one of those automated garbage trucks, and he also uses his taser. Just fun little trivia for you. So, yeah, with that out of the way, let's move this out to the side. Let's move on to articulation. Now, before we start articulation, I'm going to remove these stupid back wings because they make everything 10 times more difficult, and they're stupid. So, after you have removed the back wings, the articulation goes as follows. His head is on a ball joint. It can go side to side. It can go back that far, look down. So, not much range. It can do a full 360 since it is on a ball joint. Arms, now that the wings were removed, can do a 360, but since they designed the arms on a weird joint, they can only go out about that far, but if you untransform it, you get about that much, which isn't much more. Bicep swivel. Elbows pull a 90, and the hand can go in and out for pretty much no reason. It doesn't come in handy in transformation. I think it's supposed to help in removing the accessory from his hand, but you don't really need to. Yeah, he has a waist swivel. He could do the splits. He has a really good up in his leg, but unfortunately not a very good range backwards on his leg. Something I do like is that there is like a cutout in the back of the leg that lines up with this part. I thought that was really neat. Did I do? Yeah, he could do splits. I think I already did that. He has a thigh swivel. A little above 90 knee. Knees can go forward for transformation. He has a really poor ankle tilt inwards, but if you go like the transformation joint route, I don't know why they did that. Yeah, he has weird ankles. And toe joint, or a heel joint for transformation. So with that out of the way, let's move on to size comparisons. Here he is with Bandai Movie Monster Series Kiryu. World of Halo Master Chief. My next review, which is Hammond Collection Ian Malcolm. And the review the comparison I've been wanting to make for the longest time. Here he is with the original Transformers Rescue Bots Chase. Now, this isn't the original, because that was like a black police car. This is the Power Up and Energizer toy. Excuse me. But yeah, there's that comparison. Now, he is a darker blue, but it's not that bad. It's not that noticeable. Now, little things. The clear plastic blue they used for his Legacy Chases accessory is almost 1-to-1 with the Power Up and Energizer toy. I don't know if that was on purpose or an accident. That's a really nice detail, and I'm so happy they did that. And my favorite thing that you could do is you could give Legacy Chase the original claw weapon. You could pose him around and do stuff like that. There you go. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, his hands are a little loose. So there's that. That's another problem. This is the only loose tolerance on the figure. But now with that out of the way, let's move on to the transformation. Editor Waffle Toast here, and after filming the review, I realized I forgot to do the size of the figure, so I'm just doing that now. For the size of the figure, he is about 5 inches tall to the top of his head, and for the people who do not live in America, he is about 12.5 centimeters tall to the top of his head. Yeah, about 12.5 centimeters tall to the top of his head. Okay, now on to the transformation. And here we have Chase in his vehicle mode, and boy, like I've said multiple times, I cannot tell you how happy it makes me seeing this toy. I still can't believe we actually got Rescue Bots in mainline. But yeah, I love that transformation, especially the way the legs unfold and become the front of the car. It's so cool. It's way easy. It's way better than just folding the light bar down and everything folds in. So yeah, here he is compared to the original Chase. Major upgrade. He looks so cool. Here he is with that. Now, this is where I'm going to do most of the customizing, because you could see there's a lot of unpainted detail, especially with the wheels. They're just solid black, and the brake lights and stuff. I'm definitely going to be painting those. But for weapon storage, you just take the claw, plug it onto the back, or any of the other ports that are all around the car. It's not the best, not the worst, it's just weapon storage. You could also do it with the original claw. Sure, it looks more stupid, but that's still awesome that it's compatible with the original weapon. He doesn't roll that well. He kind of just slides because the wheels are not pinned. They're just frictioned in, and I don't know why they don't pin wheels more often. Actually, no, parts budget and whatnot. But for the size of the vehicle, he is about 4.5 inches long and by 2 inches wide. For the people who do not live in America, he is about 11 centimeters long and 5 centimeters wide. So he's a little bit smaller than some deluxe cars now, but he's still really good. So, with that being said, if you've watched this far, you obviously enjoy my content, so consider liking, subscribing, commenting, all that good stuff. And until I upload again, whenever that may be, goodbye.